Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Divine Central. I have been working this week on putting together a list of videos that I've been wanting to do for fun, aspiring tarot readers, food for thought for fellow professional tarot readers. And I wanted to stay in the same vein I had started with the last two one-off videos I did, which were about spreads. So I was gathering information on my why I don't like one card yes no spreads, and I thought I need a couple of questions to use as examples. So I pulled out my little trusty wire mesh Saks Fifth Avenue bag of questions that I keep in this little bag for my practice sessions that I do with people. And look what I ended up doing. This was not intentional. In this pile over here, I have like 350 of these questions, and this pile's like this thick, and it doesn't look it from above, but it is. And so I laid them out looking for specific questions, and I realized there's this very, very, very sharp divide between good tarot questions and just yes, no questions that are not really where the answers aren't that helpful. So I just wanted to review, and I'm thinking if you are new to tarot, or if you are trying to improve the questions, or coming up with better questions, and helping your clients come up with questions, it's helpful if you can know how a question starts, where you need to put it, or how much you need to unpack it. So let's start over here. We have what? To me, what is the crux of the matter? What is the subject matter? What can I do to bring joy back into my life? What is preventing me from achieving my full potential? What will my life be like in 2 years from now? Those are really good starting points, and what is perfect for tarot. Now, I also happen to think why is it's kind of a great deep dive, kind of like jumping off a diving board into a deep end of the pool. My ex-boyfriend and I keep getting back together. Why can't we stay away from each other? Or why do I feel stuck in my career? Or why has my brother been so distant lately? Well, you know what? That's something that we can work with, because we can take it and let me find something here. There's something good and decent. I don't know. Let me see. How about anything in the back then? No. Okay, so just for example, okay, we have, let's say, the Ace of Swords. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe your brother's off chasing other, fancies in his life, or fantasies, whatever. But you know what? Maybe it's not about you. Maybe it's about him. And maybe he just, he's got his own thing going. Maybe you're just overanalyzing it. But at least it helps give you helps give you a jump off point. Now, tarot doesn't necessarily care for when, or everybody tells us it's not a good timing system. But when will I find love? When am I going to find a boyfriend? When will I find my soulmate? When will let me see? Let's pick one that's not about love. When will he tell me he has feelings for her? Okay, well, they're about love, but when can work with tarot. It really can. It's all about intention. It's setting that intention and picking a system by which you're going to use timing. Be consistent with it, so that spirit can follow along and knows when you're knows what you want. So you have to hone that. But I have a system, and we all have. There's plenty of them out there, and it's just a matter of finding one. And I think that they really can work. Where is another great tarot question? Where should I be focusing my efforts? Where am I headed in my career? Where am I most vulnerable? And I think that really helps. It kind of helps give us some direction. What direction am I heading? Where do I need to go? Where do I need to be? And I think that helps us to look forward. And of course, tarot is forward looking. Now, one of the W's that you don't see on a regular basis is which. Which of my personality traits attracts love? Which of my character traits repels love? And which house should I buy, A or B? Okay. So now Now we're saying, okay, I have a direction. I'm facing in where tells me what direction to face. Now, which tells me which direction am I going to take if I'm at a crossroads. Okay, it gets me moving. It's like action. Okay, now we know where we're going. Now let's take that action. What's it going to be? And finally, of course, how, which is big fat tarot. How can I overcome my fear of rejection? How can I manifest my soulmate in the next year? And how will this relationship turn out? So now we're asking for that piece of divination that, we all came to tarot for and that we love. There are some one-offs. Who should I choose? I'm dating two guys. Who should I choose is this question. And Serena, would a career in business be profitable for me? Uh-oh. That's a woulda, shoulda, coulda. It needs to go on the other side. So if these are the good ones, the what and the why and when and where and which and how, then what are the other questions? We're looking here at the ones that are really good for yes or no, but they're not good for helping us figure out our life, where we're going and what we're doing. So the ones that start with will my financial situation improve? Will I ever speak to my sister again? Will I ever find true love? Now, honestly, if I said to you, no, I pulled the Ten of Swords, no. How helpful is that? Because it really isn't, is it? Will I ever be able to visit Rome like I dreamed of? Okay. The shoulda, woulda, couldas, I was just saying, are also not good for a deep dive or to help you really truly understand where you're going or what you need. Should I quit my job? Yes or no? Should I marry my girlfriend? Should I get a dog? I just don't know what yes or, I don't know what yes you should or no you shouldn't, but I just don't see how that's helpful. The cans. Can I keep my car running long enough to get by another year? Can I trust the people I work with? Can you help me find a way to improve my relationship with my boss? Or can you give me insight into my daughter's failing marriage? Oh, yes, I mean, we also have the ises. Is this the best time for me? Is a career as an artist suitable for me? Is my boyfriend being unfaithful to me? I don't know what you're going to do with the information. And I often ask that question of people who ask me questions when I'm doing my festival reading. I ask them, how will the answer help you? What is it that, and what answer do you need to hear that would help you live your best life? Because just hearing yes or no and not having any hope or given any action plan or anything to go with it is just worthless. So I also have the do, does. Okay, so do you see children in my future? Or my roommate's boyfriend is taking advantage. Do I confront him? How about, did it really happen or was it just my imagination? As the situation arose that made me question, did I marry the right person? Or does this person really love me? Or does my co-worker Belinda have a crush on me? So any of the do, did, does, those all are just, they don't go anywhere. They're a dead end. They're a yes or no, and then they're a dead end. And finally, anything that starts with am I? Am I going to be compatible? Am I going to find a compatible roommate? Or am I going to lose my job? I have some one-offs here too. Have I met the man I'm going to marry? Or are there things I'm ignoring that are important? Or, and then again, the woulda, shoulda, coulda thing. So while they're interesting questions, the answers aren't helpful. And not the way they're setting. These are already unpacked. These are already deep dives. These are the ones that you really need to watch out for. The will I, should I, could I, can I, is it, do we, do you, does, did. did he, and am I? So I just thought it was kind of interesting. I wanted to lay that out. I'm just doing this because I want you to, I just couldn't believe I had all the, I guess I never looked at it like this, but I really think it's important to, when you hear a question and somebody, you're shuffling, you're already thinking about how you're going to approach this person, you're watching their body language, you're listening to the tone of their voice, but we're really not listening to the beginning of that question. And that's why it's important to either write it down or repeat exactly what you heard so that you can hear it again. And then if you have any that are on this side, you need to start unpacking with other questions. And I will do a video on that too pretty soon. So please follow me to my next video. It is going to be an interesting yes, no, and why one card does not work. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care.